Evan here from Southwest Rural Exploration blog. Chip and Danielle are not here today. I'm just down here. It's too early for them. I got out for an early morning bike ride. People have been asking me occasionally through emails just to see various sites of the county. They have moved away, and of course they want to just relive their memories of the past. And this was one. Somebody asked me about the rails to trails, the Greene County rails to trails, Rice's Landing. So here I am, down here. This is Rice's Landing Boat Club, and right below Crucible, right down from Old Ferry Road, which is right up there. It's like a private boat club. I've been back there. It says members and guests only, but I go back there in the wintertime and look around. It's kind of neat. It's like a little redneck Riviera, if you will. So this is where the trail ends. Now they say, I was talking to Parks and Recreation's guy a couple years ago, and they say they're going to extend the trail down here, which would eventually go beneath my house in Stringtown. And but that was years ago, and I don't really think that they're going to do it. They said that they bought this property and they're going to move trailers. That's what I was told by high-ranking Parks and Recreation guy, but that's not happened. So here we are. Trail ends down here. I'm on a bicycle today, so forgive the shakiness. Everybody knows this. We've talked about it. We blogged about it. That's the old Crucible Ferry landing right there. So I'm going to bike up here and got to shift. That's better. So this is the old ferry road right here. Just stop. And this is the trail's end. Greene County Rails to Trails. I'd say it's about the 5 1/4 mile marker right there. And I'm going to take you down further. I'm not going to ride the trail from here. I'm going to ride the roads. This will take you right about 1/4 mile up there is the old Crucible mine site. So I'll hop on the trail in Rice's Landing because it's too gravelly and I like the roads. Okay, so the trail's right down there. I am now entering the village of Serbian Town. Old foundations. There used to be a sign coming into and leaving Serbian Town, but they're gone. People stole them. This is the old hotel. I'd like to get in there one day and just see. I heard there's a nice bar in there and whatnot. Yeah, but this is it. Little patch town, Serbian Town. They tell me that Pallone had one of his from, I believe it was Pallone, sold cars and Dry Tavern, had an original garage here way back, and I think maybe that was it. I don't know. But we're coming down. The trail's right over there. Former Crucible Dilworth mine properties are right over there, Monongahela River. Okay, the trail continues right down here. The old Dilworth site, Dilworth mine, was active up until, I don't know, 10 years ago. But you know, say what you want about the gas drilling industry and the fracking industry. They brought a lot of business to this area, bought a lot of old buildings that would probably just sit and rotted and then being torn down. And they have some sort of operation down there at the old site of the Dilworth. So we're about, 3/4 mile from Rice's Landing. The trail's right there. And I'll hop on in a little bit. Okay, down in Rice's Landing area. Gonna jump on the trail. Old Gallatin Bank here, which we have discussed in our other blogs. Most recently it was the River Rock Cafe up until last year. Nice little place to come, get some food, cold beer, but not a lot of people went to it. I don't know if it's promoted, too far out of the way. It is kind of small, but down there's the lock wall. They're doing some repair work on the sidewalks down here, so that's why the heavy machinery. Old Monongahela Hotel was right there at one point. Those are the phantom stairs. We've talked about that. Chip has some pictures on one of his past blogs about the store that was right here and burned down in the 70s. He has photographs of that. So, the old lock keepers' houses. They have a little museum in one of those now. And this is Rice's Landing. And this is where, when they think of the Green River Trail, they think of this, because this is the trailhead, basically, even though it's in the middle. Land was it's an old railroad right-of-way, of course, for the Monongahela Railroad that serviced Nemacolin Mine. And Chip, who I call the Rice's Landing Kid because he grew up here, told me, you can see the wall and the railing, that right there was the train station at one time for the railroad. And then down there, there's a set of stairs that go underneath the railroad track and the old retaining wall. But this is the trailhead, and this is where I just jump on it, and I'll take it down to Greene Cove. And there's some interesting things along the way, and we'll take a look at it. So Consul Energy, I guess, donated the land or sponsored it. I'm not sure. So if you've been down here, no doubt you've seen this. It's the hiking Tin Man. And let's get a little bit closer. Hans Lubitsch, Eagle Scout Project, Troop 1168, July 7th, 2007. So it's right here in a little rest area. This is probably about the 2.5 mile marker, and we're pretty much right in the middle of the trail, so we'll head on down. Okay, this is a nice little scenic area right here, little pull off at about the 2.5 mile marker. You can see standing on a bunch of slate, and from the old original Dilworth mine that was here. We've already done a story on this about Rice's Landing, how there's coke ovens buried underneath these slate piles. That's what people have told us, so they're long gone. There's a bunch of history down here along the railroad trail, and as you can see right over there, Rice's Landing. There's the lock wall, former lock wall. Everybody calls it that still. And we're at the bend in the river. That's what the orange sign signifies there, that this is the middle of the bend. And it's Monongahela, and that's looking up into, that's looking up north towards Pittsburgh. And we're going to continue around the bend up there. Very nice, quiet morning here. Pretty nice. I got a picnic table here. Just a little nice area to go. Caution, steep drop-off, stay on trail. Now you wouldn't know it, but right at this point, this trail, right about here, we're over a little stream that goes to the mine, and we're over a really nice, impressive stone arch bridge right underneath us. People come down here and they just go right over it, and they think it's a continuation of the trail. It's really hard to see this time of year, and that's why we don't do much exploring or going to look at stuff, because it's all overgrown. But in the wintertime, this is a really nice area. A lot of boat traffic. Oh, look at that paint on the trail. I think they had a 5K down here yesterday, so they use this as a recreational area. There's boats down the river, ski boats. Just nice. Like I said, these have been done before. People have talked about this trail and videoed it, and I photographed it, and we've blogged about it. But just felt like doing one of these for somebody today who requested it. Okay, coming up to the old Gateway mine site. We did a blog about this, of course. Can't really see it. this time of year, as I just mentioned, it's all overgrown. But back in here was you can see the wall back there of the old Gateway mine. And there was a tipple here up until about a year and a half ago, which they felt the need to rip down. And when this trail, right about there, back there, when they were just opening this trail, or developing it, I would say 6-7 years ago, I came down here. I walked, and I was able to get into that tipple. But after that, they took the steps out, so you couldn't get up, and they just fenced it off and they ripped it down. This is the old, I think these are left over probably from when there was the mine down here. This is like the original guardrail, I would say. And yeah, I was up in the tipple, and it's pretty cool actually. But so, let's see what else we have. Right across the river there, we're coming up to East Millsboro. There was something over there, another mine, years and years ago. You can just tell by the power lines that are over there. Big arrays of power lines that really go nowhere still. And the big empty fields, you can't really see, meant there was something there. There's still old barge loadout areas over there, just pylons. If you go up this way, I have many times, that's the old entryway. Takes you to Greene County Hill, partially paved, partially not, but that's the old entryway to the mine. 88, it takes you to Greene County Hill. And yeah, and this is it, the trail's end. It snakes right around here, it ends, and it goes down into Green Cove. So at one time, this was the continuation of the railroad track, and nice little tiki bar there. I've had a beer there, if you can believe that. It would go on down through here. Hey, shuffleboard. That's new. And there's a bridge down here, and it crosses 10 Mile Creek. And it joins an active railroad. I'm going to go down here and see if I can get a shot of the bridge. It's still here. Ooh. So this is coming into Fredericktown. You would cross, come up here, and we're almost there. Probably gonna get a flat tire back here. And this is it. It's in pretty decent shape, actually. We were down here a couple months ago, and as you can see, it's not terribly secure, but annoying telephone ring. Hold on. But it's got a walkway. I've walked across it to about midway, and it gets kind of scary once you're out there as boats go by. You're not really supposed to be up here, but... And then it crosses, and you can see there's an active track, and it just joins right there. So, and this is Fredericktown. And there's the Monongahela. And that's the end of the line for the trail for now. It's only like a short 5 miles, maybe 5 1/4. But Ingalls Holiday Harbor.